Hello everyone, thanks for having me in this beautiful event. I mean, lots of people, and I've had a multiple conversation which was really feeding to what I will try to explain about cloud and AI, these buzzwords, and where we are today with this. So I'm guilty, Eric mentioned, a tech nerd. I'm one as well, I might admit, and I've oversold video analytics in the past, thinking that these kind of rooms, which again I did with ChatGPT, can create secure environments that the guard is watching the video all the time, which is an impossible mission. We know it, let's admit it. But can AI help achieve that? So that's the promise we've been trying to deliver, or hoping the AI will actually bring forward. So I believe it's going to happen. Right? It's just the speed we're going to all see together when it's going to happen. Just to give you a glimpse of it, I just went online and captured a video footage from YouTube and put it on ChatGPT, and I just asked, explain me this picture, right? And it said very precisely what is in this picture. Not only that, but it finished with the overall scene suggests an emergency or an incident that requires attention, right? So it only not sees it, it judges it, gives a context, okay? Where in the end, probably will be able to judge by a human being if it's valid for doing something about it or not. So all the data we are producing with video that has been sitting as wasted money in our DVRs and VRs is now has a promise of being watched all the time. What about existing old analog cameras that we still have in the UK? It did a fantastic job even with this crappy video footage that I tested with. I tested more. I tested a couple of image sequences. It did a fantastic job. It's a good playground if you want to play around with it. It was really fun. But let's define the buzzword. I won't stay here long. When we are talking about AI, we are mostly talking about now generative AI. What I'm going to mostly talk about is the visual intelligence part. And the speed of things have been going exponentially, right? So video analytics has been there, I think, from the 80s. AI has been there since 1955. But what we are talking about on visual intelligence has started probably with the start of ImageNet, that Dr. Fei-Fei Li, who is the founder of ImageNet, started and took a mission to label 14 million objects, okay, and try to find the algorithm to understand fastest these 14 million objects. And it took them, I think, 5 years or so until the computers that connect together as neural networks managed to get the best result. And now we are, I think, 10 years after that, you see where we are now. And you can see the speed where it's going to go. So the way we see it, right, is we are just a follower of the internet, right? So as a company, we've invested in cloud as a pioneer in that. And now we acquired an AI company with 100 engineers working on AI. And our first iteration was, how can we make it the work of the people who are using it more efficient? And the way we look at it today, right, is no different than IT world in Yahoo times in 1999. It was just indexing, right? So if you want to search for Indian restaurant, you go to the directory of restaurants, Indian restaurants in Manchester, in Davinsgate. So that's kind of search. And today, actually, what we are doing with video search is a similar thing, right? So you have to know the time, know the date, and scrub back and forth. And AI, just a simple iteration of it, can get everything that is tagged, and you can search for that person with red shirt, a car with a certain brand, and easily access it, so you save a lot of time. But the challenge is, how can we access all this data that is today being created from billions of cameras that have been there for analyzing? Can we change all of them to be efficient and implement AI?
Cloud is actually helping with that, right? Cloud enables that environment that you can deploy these kind of AI models in a fast pace to make it more efficient for searching, right? So, but just to picture what we are doing, we're tagging every picture with what we are seeing with the AI, right? So we are not at ChatGPT level defining the context, we are just labeling them now. There is cost element to it that has to be there, but it's going towards there. And now that we have searched it, when you're doing immediately, can you create something that's predictive and can you stop the incident before it happens with low false alarm rates, so more efficient guarding proposal? The answer is yes, we are going there, right? So this is an integration into EMEAI, which is one of the most common used software in control centers that are getting analytics from us, from our tech partners who are doing it on the edge, camera manufacturers who are already putting AI on the edge, and we are making it available to third parties to be able to build solutions around it. So what AI also delivers is anomaly detection without setting up. So some pictures from our kitchen, right? So what we are working on, we're putting the camera, the AI is learning the scene, and in this example, it's understanding what normal is. And if there's 300 people in this room, it's a good attendance, and it's giving, oh, there's something good going on here, right? Or people falling. People are usually upwards, walking, without teaching, without telling it what to learn. It's understanding someone lying on the floor, it's an anomaly, and raising the alarm. Or, in this case here, a person changing the bulb, where usually people are at the floor level, sitting, standing. This guy is up on the level. It's immediately alerting us. So without any programming, making efficiently and easier, humans can understand software that can solve and make security more efficient. And to learn what we have learned and share it with you is actually looking at how can we make use of AI today in the future, and how does cloud come into play. It combines a couple of subjects. First of all, everything will be connected to internet in one shape or form, right? So you have to cybersecure it. Cybersecurity is not a product you buy and forget about it. It's a service. It's an ongoing battle that you have to have people developing and fighting for it. So cloud is just a means to make it more efficient, so you can use the expert building it and managing it for you, right? And when you're looking for your next investment to deliver an AI-based solution, look for an application that will deliver it to you in the most cost-effective way, looking at some of the criteria here. I just want to leave you with this slide and go to the panel to discuss more with fellow colleagues. Thank you.